Hi, I'm Sarah Anderson. Sit back, relax. HSN has done all the work for you by gathering our favorite items at fantastic prices, all in one place. Tonight, discover the latest electronics from every tech lover's favorite brands. You'll find the newest technology on the market at an unbelievable price.
You get 4 cordless handsets, plus the home base. This has amazing technology, of course, from Panasonic, where it has the link to cell technology. So I can actually link my cell phone, my smartphone to this landline or this phone, and receive my cell phone calls on my landline and get that crisp clarity, that perfect pristine sound. It's a whole home solution because you get the 4 handsets with the motherboard or the mother brain, the base. It's got talking caller ID. It's got call blocking where I can block over 100 numbers if I want to. So remember those annoying telemarketers so that I know they're doing their job. Forgive me, telemarketers, but it does get a little, you know, it's a lot, right? Is it the ex-boyfriend? Is it that friend that's really nosy? You don't want to talk to her anymore? I can block up to 150 calls. I have a registry so it can remember my favorite people to call as well with thousands of numbers that it could store. And so great colors available for you today. It is always one of our best sellers. And we've got it on a temporary price break. So less than $100 today, $24.99 on any debit or credit card. Here are your colors, always the most popular. Gorgeous rose gold. We also have it available for you in the navy. I've never even seen a navy phone. And then we also have it available for you in the black. To tell us all about it is one of our resident electronics experts and researchers, Miss Lori Leland.
Good to see you.
I love these phones.
They're so beautiful.
Yes, they're Panasonic. Right? We know everything Panasonic is so good, but my gosh, it's a whole house system.
It is. Whole home solution for you if you're ready for that great upgrade. And like you said, maybe you haven't paid attention to your home phones in a long, long time. Maybe the buttons are sticking. Maybe the batteries are starting to die. This is going to be that perfect upgrade for you and for your home. With 4 handsets, you only need the one landline or that one plug-in for your main base station, and then the other handsets you can put wherever you have power. You're getting all of the latest bells and whistles to make your talking experience better and more crisp and more clear than ever before. You're getting that bold talking caller ID, so you're not running for a phone call that, frankly, you don't want to answer. You're not going to stub a toe on the way. You can simply send that message right to the digital answering machine. You're getting a dedicated call blocking
That's my favorite.
button. Me too. 150 names and numbers can be blocked here with the single press of a button on every single handset. You're getting that Bluetooth link to cell technology. We'll break that down for you in just a moment. You can dedicate silent time, so if you don't want to accept phone calls during dinner or when the children are sleeping, you don't have to. You can even get a text message alert on your home phones when you get that text message from your cell phones. And this is a beautiful, beautiful, easy to use system that also incorporates noise reduction and the latest DEC technology. So like I said, maybe you haven't paid a lot of attention to your home phones in recent years. This is a great upgrade for you and for your family. And here's what you're getting. Fewer buttons than ever before, and they're larger. So that means it's a simplified system that is easier to see. You're also getting nice loud speaker phones on every single handset. So if you like to fold the laundry or you're putting the groceries away and you want to still have that great hands-free phone call, you'll be able to do that. You also have with this the backlit screen and backlit key. So everything is glowing. It's illuminated. Here, right here, my favorite button, there it is, that dedicated call blocking button. So you get that caller, that crank caller, or you get that robocall or that scam caller that's trying to get money out of you. You simply press that button and you never, ever, ever have to hear from that person ever again. It's so freeing.
I have a caller. I don't know how many times I've told her, right, that this gentleman does not live in my house.
Wrong
and
number.
And it's not my ex-husband, by the way. It's actually a person I've never even heard of.
Oh my gosh.
And I've told them a million times, and they keep calling for this person. And I'm like, I don't. Now I can block it. And you can block more than 100.
You can block 150 names and numbers with this system. It's truly incredible. And then let's talk a little bit about that link to cell technology, because when you have Bluetooth enabled cell phones, which, by the way, any cell phone basically manufactured in the last last 10 years, has got Bluetooth built right in.
Great.
Your home phone system will now automatically connect via Bluetooth, and now whenever your cell phone rings, your home phones will all ring.
How great.
Have you ever done this? You've missed a lot of phone calls because your cell phone was buried in the bottom of your handbag,
Yep.
or you only have that one spot in your home where you actually have a good cell signal, and you're standing on one foot balancing with your ear pressed up against the window,
Like
trying to get that cell
holding the
signal,
phone.
right?
Yeah.
So now when your cell phone rings, here's what's happening right here. My mom and dad are calling.
Mom and Dad.
Look at what's happening on the table. All 4 of my home handsets are also
Call
ringing.
from Mom and
So
Dad.
now we can answer this call by grabbing any one of the handsets that you happen to be nearest to. Hello? Hi, Mom. I know, she looks so beautiful today.
Oh, is it really your mom?
I'll tell her.
Hi,
I'll tell her.
Mom.
Okay, love you. We're on TV. We gotta go. I love you. Bye. She said you look so pretty today.
She's so sweet.
Just
I love your mom.
beautiful. She
But
loves
that's
to
just
call.
it. It's a whole home solution. So I'm not running to the far accesses or the far corners
Right.
of my home to pick up the call. And here's what Lori told me that was like, blew my mind. When you said that I don't even have to activate a landline if I don't want to.
Right. So
I can just use it as an extension of my smartphone.
Exactly. So maybe you got rid of your landline years ago, but you just are relying on your cell phone, and now you have that spotty coverage in your house, or the phone is always dead. Your cell phone is always dead when calls are coming in. Now you can put your cell phone on the charger and now let your home phones ring when
I
the cell
love
phones
that.
ring. Yeah, it's so
Oh my
brilliant.
gosh.
The other thing I want you to realize really quick, and then we're going to show you the text messaging feature is really cool on this too. If someone calls in, you can connect wirelessly up to 2 cell phones. So, oh, by the way, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Text message from Ann Bert.
So I'm nowhere near my cell phone, but I know all the way
She
throughout
just
my
got a text
house
message.
that I just got a text message and who it's from. It's from my dear friend Annie. So now you can walk over to your cell phone and see what that text message said, but
That's
now you have
amazing.
alerts.
So now it's not one smartphone that I have that I'm always running for, that I'm trying to find, and I'm like asking the babysitter, like, have you seen my phone anywhere?
is it?
I now have 4 smartphones all over my house, so now I'm not running to find it.
Right.
And that's that link to cell technology. You know, Panasonic is Panasonic. I mean, they are leaders. You know, they are above and beyond, and they've always been leaders like that, so we trust that name. This is a whole house system, a whole office system. You now have a phone wherever you need it, and it's always there ready to go with the latest in technology. We've got a great little price break for you, so it's, you know, hey, I love a little discount. $24.99 brings it home, free shipping and handling. So, you know, I finally convinced my parents to get a landline. They're in their 80s. They did not want one, and I'm like, they don't pick up their cell phone because they don't hear it. My father doesn't even hear it.
Right,
So
my dad too.
I'm worried, and I'm like, do I need to drive all the way over there 30 miles to find out if you're okay? Now they have a landline. If you don't want a landline, it's okay. It works with most smartphones to just be an extension of that phone.
Exactly.
And really making your life easier. There's nothing like a crisp, clear, beautiful phone call where you hear everything.
Absolutely.
Where you're not getting dead zones, right? Or
Right.
Yeah.
And how many times have you done this? You've grabbed your cell phone because you want to get a phone number out of the cell phone and dial it into your more comfortable home handset.
Every day.
That doesn't cook the side of your face. Our cell phones get really hot on our face, especially on that long phone call. With this system, you have a 3,000 name and number phone book. So you can sync all of your phone numbers right in your home phone, so you never have to reach for your cell phone ever again. The other thing that's really neat, check this out. So this is a virtual multi-line system. What I mean is, so you have 2 Bluetooth phones that you're using with your home phones, right? Someone calls you on your cell phone, you can grab one of the 4 handsets and be answering that call, okay? And then someone calls your husband's phone, and maybe he's an Apple user and you're an Android user. It could be any combination, any phones that you're using. So someone calls his cell phone, he has 3 phones that he can reach for and answer.
No.
So he can grab those, and then if you do still have that landline at home, you still have 2 handsets where someone could be placing a landline call or receiving a landline call.
This is
it's a
like
virtual 3-line
amazing.
system.
And you know what it is? It sounds like such great technology. It is
So
great technology,
easy.
but it's easy. You know, this is something, and I say it at every electronic show, I am just like you, or well, maybe you're even better than me in that sense, because I am not electronically inclined, if I will. So, but you don't have to worry about that stuff. These are the features built in. Panasonic makes your life easier with everything they do, it seems. 559346 is your item number. You get the 4 handsets. You get the rechargeable battery, so 2 per phone included. You get that little mother brain or the home base included for you. Colors, so fashion
pretty.
colors for phones. Why not? It's HSN. We've got the rose gold. We've also got that sleek, gorgeous navy. Maybe you want to put that in your office or your husband's man cave, or your craft room. We got that blue and white, and then we also have it in that sleek black. 559346 is your item number. I love the talking caller ID. Of course, you have to have the feature though to begin with. You have to pay.
You do need to subscribe to caller ID service for that to
get that to work.
But if you're using this with your cell phone, this will clearly announce to you who's calling as they are in your cell phone book. So it will say mom and dad calling, like it did for me just a moment ago. The other thing I want you to realize too, you actually have access to your digital assistant on your cell phone through your home phone. So if you're using an Apple phone and you want to talk to Siri, or you're using an Android phone and you want to talk to your Google Assistant, you can do everything right here from the phone. So you want to find out what the weather conditions are. Again, your cell phone could be on a charger in the room with the best signal, and you just reach for your home handset, and here's what you can do. You've got your assistant button right here. Send a text message to Leslie Machado. And then take a look at this. So when I go to the cell phone, it started it, but I feel like we lost our Bluetooth connection really quickly. It starts that text message right on your cell phone. So you're gonna be able to use this assistant to find out, you can talk to it to do your, any of your text messaging. You can find out any information, ask any questions simply by asking. Yeah. What's the weather like outside? Yep, I feel like our Bluetooth connection has been interrupted here.
But it does.
And it pulls it right up. Yeah, it pulls it right up on your phone.
And very important to say, by the way, you guys, these features work. This is what Panasonic designed it to do.
Amazing.
We are in a studio with incredible interference, every single microphone in here. So I just want you to know they work. It is genius. It is mind-blowing, but it doesn't get any easier. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to use these features if you don't want to, but just know that you have a phone or 4 phones that are future-proof, right? They got the latest bells and whistles, the latest technology. We've got fun colors for you. We even have silent mode. And for those of you that, don't want to be disturbed when you're sleeping, or you wake up really early and you really mean it, do not call me past 8 p.m., maybe the one that I keep in my room, that's on silent mode, but the other ones ring. You can customize the way you want your home phones to work.
Absolutely. So this is totally custom for you. And the other really nice thing about this too is you have that built-in intercom. So instead of yelling down the hallway to the boys, hey, it's time for dinner, it's time for lunch, you simply go right into your menu right here. You have access to all of your settings and all of your controls. You can go in and you can find your intercom right here. You can do speed dials, so 1 through 9 are the numbers you call the most, which we absolutely love. Turn on and off your Bluetooth settings. I'm gonna restart mine, but take a look at this. You can go into that intercom and intercom to all the handsets, or I could just intercom to Leslie's phone in her bedroom and let her know that it's dinner time. So instead of yelling down the hallway, hey, it's dinner time, to the whole household and hoping that people hear you, you just intercom easily to all of the handsets. You even have a built-in digital answering machine.
You're so pleasant. That's not how I scream for dinner, by the way. I'm like,
well, yeah, it's gonna get cold, right? Unless they hear you. So
Lori,
this is really efficient.
This is on a temporary price break. So if you've shopped with us for quite some time, you know that price break says hello and it says goodbye. Like, it's just a temporary price break. So take advantage of that. It's $24 on any debit or credit card. So remember, FlexPay is for anybody that shops with us. It's an easy, convenient way to go ahead and space out those monthly payments, and you have those 4 months to pay it off. Free shipping and handling today. All the bells and whistles, the clearest, most crisp phone call ever. Can you tell us, because I always, DEX 6 technology, I hear it every single presentation, but believe it or not, I'm still not clear. So what is DEX 6?
DEX 6. So DEX 6 is the technology that this home phone runs on. It simply means that you're gonna get superior sound quality, crystal clear calls, no interference. So if you're running the vacuum cleaner, if you have Wi-Fi in your home, that is not gonna interfere on your phone line. This is a dedicated voice frequency. So it's always gonna be crisp and it's always gonna be clear. You have fewer errors on the line. You can hear everything crystal clear and it sounds amazing. Yeah. The other thing that's really amazing about it too is the range. So you're gonna be able to step away from your bases, and look at how teeny and sleek these little bases are. They don't take up a lot of space, so you could keep one bedside, you could have one in the kitchen, you could have one in the master bedroom, you could have one in the living area. Wherever you reach for a phone, there will be a handset there for you. So that's really nice. But the range is great. So you could pick up a phone call in one room and you could basically walk throughout your entire house.
That's what I do.
With the range.
I walk when I'm talking on the phone.
I do too. I pace. I get my steps in.
I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I talk better when I'm walking and I'm moving.
When I'm moving.
You know what I love about this one too? Not a lot of buttons.
It's easy.
Nice and easy.
Streamlined.
I know. Maybe I'm a simple girl.
Absolutely. Well, I am too. And I love that it's so efficient and so easy to use. You touch on your little menu button right here. It takes you into your phone book. You also have all of the bells and whistles that you're looking for, whether it's that crystal clear call clarity or if it is using your cell phones with this system. And again, you can pair wirelessly up to 2 cell phones. So when your cell phone rings, now all 4 of your home phones will also ring. It is such a great way to make sure you don't miss phone calls and you know what's going on in the world.
I know that the very important phone calls, and because I sit back and I think, the important ones, if I have to make a business call, if I have a phone conference, if I'm calling the IRS because I have a question, the important ones, what do? We don't use our smartphone.
Right, exactly.
We use our landline, or we use
when you know you're
a
on the phone
real
a while.
phone, right? You know, you think about it, right? You hate to use the smartphone when you have a very important call.
What if it drops?
What if it drops? And so I love the idea of that crisp, clear phone call. You know, whether it's talking to my sister who lives in California and I just want to have a comfortable call. I want to sit on the couch. I want to put my feet up. I want to have a great call.
Put it on speakerphone if you want.
This is that. There's a reason landlines have been popular, gosh, forever, since I was a little girl. This is the one with the latest bells and whistles.
Oh, and that call blocking, this is going to be such a great feature. I do not want to accept a private caller call you. No, let's skip it. So I'm touching that dedicated call blocking button and then confirming right here, even though that was a private number, I have blocked that caller and prevented them from ever calling through to me ever again.
Okay, and I have a question for you. I'm going to try to stump Lori on live television.
Okay.
What if I want to unblock? Like, what if I broke up with my boyfriend, but now I want to take him back?
He bought flowers.
Yeah.
You're mending fences.
And chocolate.
Love is back.
So
can
I
unblock at any time.
There's so many things to love about HSN, but one thing that makes shopping here fun is FlexPay. Get it home now without the stress of paying all at once. Why pay full purchase price today when you can pay over time? Buy what you want now, pay it off later with your credit or debit card. FlexPay. It's that easy. Exclusively at HSN.
Hi there, I'm Sarah. Tonight we've got all kinds of cutting-edge tech products that every homeowner will love. So sit back and enjoy an evening of HSN's best deals.
Yale is a lock that I have at home, and I'm not the only one. I mean, they are the brand leaders.
They are, for a good reason. They've been around since the 1850s. And you know, I'm so passionate about this because every 15 seconds in this country, every 15 seconds a home is burglarized. Right. It's happened to family members of mine while they were home, which is a whole nother level of terrifying. It's happened to good friends of mine. Somebody kicked in their front door. And I think it happened because, honestly, they had sort of a subpar, one of those standard issue deadbolts that you can find at any hardware store. That's the difference that this makes, because what a criminal is looking for is an easy target.
Absolutely.
And the Yale Real Living Deadbolt sends a message to criminals that you are not an easy target, because this thing is the latest in innovation. Again, they've been around for, I'm bad at math, how many hundreds of years?
A long time. Yeah, a couple
I mean, a long, long time. They have the latest technology, the latest in innovation. It is the most secure, the safest. They have these locks in the White House.
Right, they do.
I haven't been there, but I'm told that they're in the White House.
The Yale locks are in the White House. They are. 24 already spoken for, so there's now about 640 remaining. No more keys. You'll never have to worry about losing your keys again.
Well, you know, and I like to call it the Yale ABCs of security and safety, because it has an auto lock feature. Watch this. As soon as it's unlocked, whether you do it from the touchpad keypad out here or whether you do it inside, you know, I can show you this.
Yeah.
In 30 seconds, you can program it to lock back up. I mean, we're human, right?
You forget.
We're human. We forget to lock the door. Kids coming and going. I'm one of 6 kids. I almost forgot how many of us. See, look at that. In 30 seconds, and I've timed it, it works. A stands for the auto lock feature. B, it's bump proof and pick proof. Do you even know what bumping is? I don't even know.
What is bumping?
Criminals can have special keys made that will trip the lock on many of these standard issue deadbolts that you can buy out there. And of course, picking it, we all know, like a hairpin or a safety pin or something like that. But, and C's, codes. Codes are so much better, so much safer than having a bunch of keys floating around.
Are you kidding me?
I know that people that rent out their homes or maybe a room, this is such a safer option, really.
If you're doing HomeAway or Airbnb or any type of service like that, $640 now available at the lowest price in America. Replacing the lock on your door to make it safer, stronger, more secure, and key-free. I know what a lot of people are going to say, though, Corey. A lot of folks are going to say this sounds good, and the price is obviously a graphic price. But I'm not going to be able to install it.
No, you are. You are going to be able to install it because it took me, and I think the average time is about 20 minutes. Okay. And they're being generous. And first of all, when you get it, it's going to come with this card in it. And I've called the line myself several times. So helpful. It's the most amazing customer service you can imagine. But really, there are only, let me just show you here. There are really only about 4 essential parts. The deadbolt, which you put in first. And by the way, there is a roll bar in the center of the deadbolt, if you can see that right there. So, you know, if they can't bump it, they can't pick it, they can't figure out your code.
They're not getting in.
They're not getting in. They can't saw through the deadbolt, through the door jamb. They can't do that because once it hits that roll bar, it's going to roll right off.
Right.
And, you know, time is of the essence when you're trying to burglarize somebody's house. They're not going to stick around. They're looking for an easy target, and this has blocked them in just so many different ways, really.
If you can Google real, I know it's kind of rushing it, but if you can Google just the Yale illuminated key programmable deadbolt lock, if you can remember all that, you'll see the pricing, and I think that's what's attracting a lot of people. With everybody placing orders, there's about 500 now to go around. There's obviously a lot to say here, but this is driven by the best value that's out there. This is very similar to the Yale lock I have at home. What I love about it is I'm always running and rushing and running after Oliver, my son, and if I forget to lock the house up, this will do it for me automatically. I always lose my keys. I am the person that is always searching the house, where are my car keys? I no longer am searching for where my house keys are, because now to get into the house, I input my code. So remember that. You'll never have that issue. That's a big selling point to me, because that drives me nuts.
Right. It's an illuminated code. You can program up to 25 different codes. They're programmable. They're revocable. So again, if you have people coming and going at your house that you don't want them to have a code at that particular moment. But again, just to install it, you know, you'll take off whatever deadbolt that you have on your house. And I have to say, when I took off mine, I was a little horrified because if somebody wanted to break into my house, they could have very easily. But now they take a look at this and they run the other direction. But there's really essentially just 4 parts. You will put in the deadbolt first, and there's just a bored hole that's already going to be in your door, so you don't even have to worry about that. Put in the deadbolt, you put on the exterior part, you put on the steel plate, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to connect this. You can see that, like plug that in right there, and then 7 screws later, you're done. I managed to do this with this screwdriver. Okay. And this came in a craft toolkit. I mean, this is not a big deal. You know, I mean, it's really, really incredible. It comes with 4 AA batteries, so you can get up and started within an hour. It's so easy, and really, honestly, I feel so much better. I sleep better. It's the most secure deadbolt I believe you can buy. Feeling secure is the best feeling in the world. I mean, it really is. It's something that you cannot argue with. And Yale have developed this new generation of locks that are better than ever. They are more secure than ever, and they're more convenient than ever. If you're away, if it's a second home, if you want to make sure that maybe a cleaning service is coming to the house while you're not there and you don't want to give them the keys, you can give them a code that can expire. I mean, there's so many wonderful benefits of having this keyless entry, which is what Yale have pioneered with this. And it looks good. I mean, it looks so really nice. It does. We're seeing the quantity left start to count on down. My best estimation is about 4, maybe 400, perhaps 350 is more accurate with everybody placing orders. It's not on tomorrow, and it's not on the day after. This is the only airing. I have certainly been an advocate for Yale, and I've been trying to bring Yale back in as much as possible, because I think when we own something, we get very passionate about it. Yeah. It's not a brand or a product that we do often on HSN. When we do it, we go big time. And for the hours of convenience and for the unlimited safety that it brings, it's worth every
Pen.
Oh, absolutely. I want to show you this other feature. This is called the privacy button, okay? So if you want none of the codes for which you have programmed your Yale Dead Living Bolt to work, all you have to do is press this button and you hold it down for 4 beeps. There you go. Nobody can get in with any code. The only way that it's going to unlock is if you manually unlock it like that. Just like that. It's a spectacular device that I really want everyone in my family to get tonight.
Right, no, seriously.
Right.
Because you'll tell a lot of people about it when you've installed it. It only takes one. So you were saying about the 5 codes entered if they're wrong.
Right. If somebody tries, if they think they're a genius and they can crack your codes, after 5 failed attempts, it will lock out anybody for approximately 5 minutes. And again, they're not going to stick around. Look, see, after 30 seconds, the auto lock feature. That is my favorite feature.
You leave the house.
Just as amazing.
You go out for the day and you think, wait, did I lock the house?
You don't have to worry about it.
Did I forget to lock? I mean, that's gone now. It's automatic. What I like about this as well, it's easy. Some of these smart locks are complicated.
Yeah.
They are really difficult to get to grips with. This is easy peasy. You've overcome the biggest hurdle, which is always the installation.
It's not. I'm telling you, it is so easy. 4 parts, takes you maybe 20 minutes, 1 screwdriver, everything else comes included, and the customer service line, if you had to call it.
Call them.
They are amazing. I've been so impressed. Everything that they can talk me through over the phone.
Well,
really, it's so easy.
Yale know, and they realize that if they've created a product that's going to be hard to install, what are we all going to do? We're going to send it right on back. Oh, you're locked out now.
I just
Intruder alert.
I forgot my own code. I programmed a couple of them, right.
But they know it, so they've said, okay, we need to create a product that is so doggone simple, and that's exactly what this is. It looks wonderful. It is fantastic. Convenience, if you're letting people into the house, if people are coming to stay, if you've got a rental property, if it's an Airbnb or a home away. I mean, there's so many reasons why people are wanting keyless entry.
Right.
Now, the key that we've got in there, why is there a key in there?
Well, you know, I mean, some people maybe aren't comfortable with the keypad. Maybe until you get comfortable, you can use the key. And honestly, the gears are just so smooth. It's such an easy key to turn. You know, I mean, it's just another added convenience.
So
it's just another level of convenience.
If you want to go that way or you forget the code, you've always got that safety key.
Right. Or if the battery were to run down.
Now, how do I know if the battery's running down?
You will see the Yale button right up here. That will illuminate red.
Okay.
Okay. And it, you know, the batteries, the 4 AA batteries will last you, if people are coming and going about 10 times a day, at least a year. I have coworkers here that have told me that they just had to change the batteries for the first time in 2 or 3 years. I mean, really, it's an amazing feature. Because it sips the power,
because you're not really doing it. I mean, it's literally entering in the code.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think we've covered everything that is not only compelling, but is, I know maybe you didn't wake up this morning thinking, I'm going to buy a smart lock, but I tell you, it'll be one of the best things that you purchased. If you or your husband, your wife, your partner always loses the keys, if you're always trying to find the keys, if you're fed up of carrying too many keys, if you want to make it easy and simple for friends or family or a cleaning service or a home help to get into the house without using a key or giving them a key, this is the easiest way to do it. You can give them a code that can expire. You can program up to 25 users. Of course, it's weather resistant. Even the keypad is illuminated, so even the pitch black of nighttime, it will be bright and light and you can see it. The assembly, I think we've covered. I mean, I know from seeing this and doing this before, when I first saw them, I was mesmerized by them. Like, yeah, I'm into this, but I'm not great at DIY projects that take a lot of work. This is a 15, 20-minute thing. One person can do it with one screwdriver. They give you absolutely everything. Yeah. Final words?
Well, you know, I mean, you mentioned weatherproofing too. I mean, it has the rubber stripper on it, so I know in Florida we get the extreme heat and the extreme wet, but you know, in the north right now they're dealing with another kind of temperature extreme, so it's amazing.
I mean, mine's this is better than the one I've got, but even ours after 2-3 years now is still looking as good as it did on the day one. Thank you so much. So great to see you. I wish we had more time. It's such a good idea.
Next time.
There's no better love
than customer love.
Our customers make us
head over heels happy.
How do we love you?
Let us count the ways.
At HSN, our customers are a very big deal, so we filled the month with special savings, deals, exclusive offers for HSN cardholders, and even a few surprises. It's just our way of saying
thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because the very best thing about us
is you.
Who knew a little piece of plastic could be so much fun? Now, when you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. Now, when you use your HSN card, you get extra flex all day, every day on all jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases. Plus, no interest VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
There's really bad people out there that are dumpster diving. They're looking for your valuable information. And this is not me. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to worry you, but we really feel so strongly about having a shredder in every home. The Federal Trade Commission actually says there are many steps consumers can take to minimize their risk of being an identity theft victim. For example, consumers should closely guard their social security number and shred charge receipts, copies of credit applications, other sensitive documents. That's not me. That's the Federal Trade Commission telling us, hey, having a shredder is a great idea. And they've evolved. You know, in the beginning, when shredders first came out, they did something like this. It was called strip shredding. We now realize that anybody that really wants to can put these documents together. It's almost like this really cool puzzle. Then we went to cross-cutting, which was a little better, but still, hey, if you really wanted to put this together, you could. Ours, from Embassy, and they are leaders when it comes to making shredders, basically pulverizes, turns your sensitive documents, all that valuable sensitive information, into confetti. We've got colors for you. We've got a great deal for you. We've got flex at less than $1 a day. You can probably finally get that shredder you've wanted, the latest model, 14 sheet capacity. And to tell us all about it, he's got to be the shredding king. He's one of our resident electronics experts, Mr. Bill Duggan.
Hey, I'm glad to be back.
I have an Embassy at home. My father now has one. My sisters both have them. They are amazing. Every home office needs one.
And we love them because Embassy gives us all the features that we want. Most importantly is that micro cut, but also they put it on wheels so we can roll it underneath the side table, wheel it out when we want to. A large peekaboo window so we see when it gets filled up. One thing you never have to do is you never take the lid off because you have this nice large pull-out bin and you take the bin to the garbage can. And what are you throwing away? See the difference. Yeah. Look at how fine all these documents were. Because you're not shredding with dated technology from the 70s. You've evolved, and you know what? If you evolve, it's less likely to happen to you. Identity theft is 1 in 7 of us become victims of identity theft. And the most prevalent time for it is during tax season. Yeah. 49% of all identity theft happens during tax season. So I'm gonna take the bin out for just a sec, because I want you to see micro cut in action. Because I want you to realize this is not an 8-sheet shredder. This is not a 10-sheet shredder. This is more than 12. This can do 14 pages at a time, your staples, your credit cards, and it just makes mincemeat out of them. Those shiny discs with photos and documents, there's a dedicated slot for that.
Look at that.
Have you ever had cardboard with a mailing address label on it? Look at this, cardboard. No problem whatsoever. And that's really where the value comes in, because we all have stacks of documents. We're talking about protecting our identity, but it's the spring cleaning. So I just found this stack of papers. There's paper clips. I just added staples, and look, is it gonna slow down? Is it gonna jam? Or is it gonna overheat? Not when you invest with Embassy. And what are you walking away with at the end of the day? That shred that is so fine and hard to put together, it's not gonna happen to you. Yeah. And when you think about it, it happens. It's out there. I know a few of the hosts. It's happened to me. Oh, yeah. So you want a shredder that can keep up with the demand. You want a shredder that is worth its weight. All those gold stars making the customer pick is because it's so feature-rich and effective.
You know, and here's the thing. We've done the 6-page shredders. Yep. You can choose the 8 capacity, the 10, the 12. This is the big deal. This is the 14 sheet, and it's a customer pick. People love this. It's on free shipping. There are no excuses. You have to have one of these at home, and I'm so happy to present it to you because I really feel like, you know, I really feel that this is a good thing. I want you to not only tackle the clutter that we all have on our desks, or we all seem to have on our desk, but protect yourself and be proactive. This is a special configuration for you. We put it in those 5 monthly payments. With this one, you're getting the shredder with that 4.2 gallon capacity. You're also getting bundled goodies.
Yes.
We're throwing in 2 of the lubricating sheets. So instead of having the bottle of the oil that's messy, that's drippy, it's that lubricating oil to keep your shredder working beautifully. You're getting 2 of those included. We have extras that you can pick up on hsn.com. You're also getting a 1 waste bin liner. We have more of those on hsn.com if you want to buy those as well. And you're getting software included as well.
Which is very important because our identity is, yes, it's definitely on the Social Security documents and the tax documents, but it's also stored in our computer. So we're giving you actually 4 full software titles to protect your identity online, to back it up.
Yep, there it is.
Found it. I love
4
it.
of them.
Yes, exactly.
So
4
with
full
those,
software titles.
Bill, it's the backup protection, it's the internet privacy, which is that same Department of Defense technology.
Exactly,
It's the run smoothing and efficiently. I mean, it's all this wonderful software because we know that your sensitive information is not just on paper.
Exactly.
And so you're getting that all thrown in today on a phenomenal deal. Let's do colors. I want people to order right away. Of course, we've got it in the black. We've got that beautiful, sleek silver available for you. This guy is the rose gold, which is probably the most popular color in all of HSN these days. Always sells out first. We also have the blue, and up here on the table, I've got it for you in that candy apple red. 561522 is your item number.
This is just that sweet spot because we talked about it. It's got the power to go through 14 pages at a time and all the staples and credit cards, but it's that smaller footprint where it doesn't take up a lot of space. Oh look, a pre-filled out credit application. Don't even open it, and yet it can go through the return envelope, the advertisements, and all of that. And that's really what you want because we're talking about our identity. And remember, tax time, more identity theft happens right now because we're printing stuff off the computer, we're sending it off in the mail, and those people who are dumpster divers know, because this is what we do. Like, it's not gonna happen to me. 1 in 7? Let's think about it. There's 7 people in the studio right now. You know what the biggest shocker is? A lot of us, like with tax fraud, we don't realize it until someone else got our tax return. Or we don't realize we were an identity theft victim until it's too late.
Until they've already applied for something, right?
I was a sophomore in college. I went to try to pick up my financial aid check. I'm like, oh, you don't qualify this year. I mean, that's heartache. That's letdown.
Oh my
and the thing is, it happens where, you know, it's just, I want great financing on the house. And you're like, oh, you don't get 3%. You're now at the 6, 8%, which starts to add up. And the thing is, how many pages have we pulverized, which you can't put that back together. And look at that one page. It takes up more space. It's about privacy. And the thing is, yes, some things we need to hold on to, but some things we can finally get rid of, right? But you know what? Say you just throw it away and it's a windy night. Your paycheck stub, your medical records, your prescription information is in the neighbor's yard.
You know, we've
it's
heard
about privacy too.
And we've heard everybody's, you know, I used to tear it up, and I used to throw one in one waste basket, the other. I used to go around the house in all the garbage cans thinking that was gonna be better. There's people that still burn their garbage. You don't have to do that anymore. You know, everything evolves, whether it's your smartphone technology, the microwave technology, a brand new refrigerator, everything evolves. And this is the latest and greatest from Embassy. They are leaders when it comes to making shredders. So if you are gonna buy one, this is a brand you should consider. You have that 14 sheet capacity. This one shreds, micro cuts through paper clips and, you know, hotel room keys and credit cards and CDs. This one gets the job done. So I like the wheels because I literally wheel it to the kitchen, and as the mail comes in, I'm even throwing away, you know, requests from charities, like when I just don't have enough money to give. When I I shred everything. I don't even take my chances.
Your identity is on there. Your address is on there. They've pre-filled out the application. I mean, right here, oh look, I got approved for a loan, but I don't need it right now. And the thing is, if I just throw it away, I'm putting my personal information out there, my middle name, and a little bit goes a long way. That's why we've had to evolve. Because we're also shredding with something from the 70s, so if you do have something this old, upgrade. Because you look at this little bit of shred, this strip shred, that is someone's identity. That could be yours, that could be a client, so maybe you want to use this for work. And then yes, a lot of us evolved to cross-cutting because it was a smaller shred, but you know what? That's been around so long, they figured that out as well. With microcut, see, boom. Tip of my finger. So they don't have the time and patience for that. So they're gonna go to someone else. So those are the 3 shred types, and you're getting the latest. But look what you also walk away with. So we've shredded 120 pages here, right? It's overflowing with strip shred, but microcut, it's a fraction of that footprint. And that's really where you empty the bin less. When it's so easy to shred, you do it all the time. And I'd love to show you the gears too, because this weighs about 20 pounds. So the fact that we're shipping it for free, the fact that it's on wheels is great. One thing thing you never have to do is you're gonna notice right here is look at the evolving. Okay, one, you can see the shred, how it's evolved. That's easy. But look at how the gears have grown over the years to make it harder for them to piece together, but they've pieced it together and figured it out. And so what you're gonna notice in the next change is look at how the muscle and the power has evolved. It's gonna grow to give us that finer shred, but more importantly, giving us the ability to go through 14 pages, staples, credit cards, DVDs. I mean, look at these gears. And you also see that dedicated CD and DVD slot. You are never gonna have to take this off, never have to open that or expose your fingers to it. And listen to this. That is solid. It wheels around the large pull-out bin. Leslie mentioned the liner and the lubricant sheets. You're gonna love having this at home. And don't even take our word for it or the Federal Trade Commission. Our shoppers, I love the customer reviews. I mean, perfect 5-star reviews on a piece of office equipment.
This one is a customer pick, by the way. Please read the reviews. You know, this thing, you can literally throw in those 14 sheets and it gets going, because we have the 6 count, the 8 count, the 8 sheet, the 10 sheet, the 12 sheet. This is the 14 sheet.
One of the largest ones we offer.
Yeah.
So if you have a lot of stuff lying around, if you have, you know, those file boxes you've been wanting to get rid of, because, you know, we've been talking about identity. But just cleaning up the home office, getting that box of stuff you've been holding on to gone.
Yeah, I had a giant filing cabinet that I was finally able to go through, because I wasn't going to toss that stuff.
Nope.
Those are old bills, old receipts, all that stuff. I wasn't going to toss it. So I want to give you a little update here. We've got it available for you in the black. Here's your silver. I misspoke before. This is actually called champagne.
Ooh, champagne.
So it looks rose gold to me, but I'm just saying, I'm just being a smarty pants. We have it in the blue.
But I feel it kind of does.
Thank you, Bill. And then we also have it available for you in the red. The most limited are 2 metallics here, the silver and the champagne. So if you want those, please place your order quickly. This is $25 on a credit card. Remember, you get 1 lubricating sheet included, 1 bin liner included, plus all that software.
And I want to go into that real quick again, too.
And before we get into that, please know that we also have the extra lubricant sheet, so you can pick up the 24-pack that we have at $19.95. So no messy oils. We want your machine to run efficiently. You're going to have to lubricate those gears every now and then. Instead of pouring those drops of oil, just slip in one of those sheets. We got the 24-pack for $19. And then I also have a 50-pack of the liners, if you want to do that, for $19.95 as well.
And see, that's what the liner looks like. It just goes right inside. So maybe you don't want to dirty the bin. You can just line the bin, and then it sits right inside. We give you one of those, and we give you a lubricant sheet. But more importantly, I want you to realize, remember, you're getting the shredder with that micro-cut technology, but our identity is not just on the page. It's not just in the filing cabinet. It's stored on our computer. So 4 full titles to really just protect yourself. You have AutoSafe Essentials. You have Internet Privacy, Department of Defense standards for Internet Privacy, Dock Lock. You have a file, a photo file, or refinance file on your computer. Have a personal password for just that. This one's my mom's personal favorite. It's a way to manage all your usernames and passwords.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that great?
Because nobody can ever, do you forget your passwords for everything too?
Backstage.
Me too. So it is that Splash ID for 1 year. So you get that 1-year membership or subscription, and then you decide if you want to keep that going. This is a great configuration, a really great value with the latest technology. That is that micro-cut technology. This is what you want, you guys. And I really feel every home office has to have one of these. So if you haven't purchased one, please think about it. It really is something that's going to give you that added peace of mind. You're going to be proactive when it comes to protecting all your sensitive documents and the information of your loved ones as well. I have a little bit of news for you, though. Final 713 of these. So if you want it, we are very limited on the 14 capacity.
And this is the only show of the day. And so realize I have about 4 different pieces of paper here. I've got 6 paper clips. I just added a ton of staples. And is it going to slow down? Is it going to jam? You have the power. Maybe you don't need 14 sheets, but you want the power. And I want to just illustrate this. How many of us can relate to our credit cards, right? They expire. We get the new one with the chip. We try to bend it. We try to take kitchen shears. And the thing is, look at this. This is micro-cut. That fine shred. It is so hard to put together, so unidentifiable, and that shred, it is smaller than a dime.
Here's the thing, too, hotel room keys. That, I never felt comfortable leaving those hotel room keys in the hotel. And at first, I used to hand them back to the person, but your information is on those. You know, remember, that's how you charge things to your room. That's, you know, that's how you get in the room. Your valuable information is on that as well. So I want you to think about all the places where maybe your social security number is, maybe your exact address, your name, you know, your medical medical records, your prescription numbers. I take even the papers I get at the pharmacy. You know, my little boy had a little infection. I had his name with his ID number.
I was just gonna say, you're talking about you, but what about the kids?
Oh, I shred all their stuff too.
Kids and seniors are the most susceptible because they have, you know, medical records. They have even bank statements, but they don't realize it's happened to them until it's way down the road.
Until they're applying for college. You know, my mom and dad too, you know, people are always calling and harassing them too. They're in their 80s. It's like they're vulnerable. And so it makes me so mad. This is one of the easy ways to try to help and prevent that. 690 of these remaining, you guys. We are wrapping this up. Just $25 to get it home. It's not a big deal to get it home, but it makes a world of a difference when it comes to protecting yourself. And that's any debit or credit card, $25.99, and free shipping. That's another $14 savings there.
We call it shredding therapy because it feels so good to just get rid of the clutter because it's like that stack that's on the kitchen counter, the home office. Exactly.
It's so good.
You start, you will absolutely go forward.
We are achieving more than ever before.
Jump on that train and keep going.
At HSN, we are proud of the many entrepreneurs we've launched through American Dreams. Join HSN Cares to empower women and help families in times of need locally, nationally, and globally.
Dare to live your dream.
Whatever it may be.
Go for what you love.
Search American Dreams or HSN Cares at hsn.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Sarah Anderson. We have great deals and clever brands at amazing prices. And of course, it's all right here, right now on HSN. Tonight, shop innovative electronics for every room in your home and make your life smarter, safer, and happier. Speaking of smarter, don't forget to use the best deal at HSN, FlexPay. Get it now and pay it off later with absolutely no monthly interest.
Many folks don't realize HSN even sells Apple. We're gonna offer right now an Apple MacBook Pro with lots of goodies, lots of extras at a price and a flex pay that we've never done before. You can choose with Microsoft Office or without Microsoft Office and do them both on FlexPay. And there's even a chance to do VIP financing if you have the HSN credit card. So you can see with, okay, two things. With Office, I have only 50, that's 50. There's a bundle of goodies that we'll go through in a moment, some extras that we put together. My good friend and Apple expert, Mr. Bill Duggan, is here. And Bill, we only get to do these late night Apple specials maybe 2 or 3 times a year. These are fun.
Well, we do them late night because our quantity is so limited and small. But what you're walking away with is really the powerhouse. A computer company that really has revolutionized how we compute because they've made it stylish, they've made it powerful, but completely functional and good quality. So realize you're picking up an Apple product here at HSN, but I want you to realize you can take this to any Apple store. They don't know you got it on FlexPay, and they will stand by your purchase. You can't tell, but we put a protective screen on here, which you actually are getting included because you don't want that nice finish to get a scratch. Not at all. So it's a clear finish. You're also getting an overlay for your keyboard because your keyboard is backlit and illuminated. Really, that's normally an additional purchase in the PC world, but with Mac, that is standard. That is how they operate. A better, more vibrant screen. It's bigger and larger and more crisp, which we all appreciate. A high definition front-facing camera. But what you look at everything that we've included in addition to the MacBook Pro, it's really great. I kind of showed you that nice high gloss plastic skin that you can put over it to really protect it. We're giving you a USB-C adapter, which is very important. I'll show you why. But also we're giving you a USB port with 7 different USB ports in it, which really gives you a lot of options. And then look at this one, Total Tech for an entire year of support. I mean, how reassuring is that? And they're also giving you some MacBook software and services as well. But that year of support is really important because yes, you get Apple support, which is awesome, but let me tell you, you go to the mall, you go to that big, nice, fancy store, they close. With our tech support, they do not close and you have access to them for an entire year. So I'm gonna just show you this real quick because this is the Pro, which realize it's a newer version. This was the Pro.
Yes.
Can you see the difference? It was bigger, it was thicker and bulkier. what Apple did is they've re-engineered it from top to bottom. So yes, great camera, better screen, but they've taken advantage of all this space in terms of it is all full of battery. There's no fans, so it doesn't overheat and it runs nice and efficient. I'm gonna close it down so you can see how thin it is, and you're gonna take you on a quick tour of the ports. So, yep, there's your headphone jack right over there, and then we're gonna spin it around, and then what do you have? You have your 2 USB-C ports. This is important because that's where a lot of technology is going, but that's also why we are including to give you a USB-C to a USB port. So it's an adapter. My friend bought this exact same computer. This is the first thing that he had to purchase as well. And by the way, once that USB port's there, we're giving you 7 different USB ports. So that's, you know, a mouse, that's, you know, able to charge your phone and do all that different stuff.
All the things you want to plug in.
Included. But get it home and see the power. Because remember, it's Apple and Intel as well.
You've got the gray, correct?
Correct.
This is the space gray. I've got the silver. So Bill's going to be modeling, as it were, the beautiful space gray. I've got the silver. Let me just give you a quick quantity update, because this is an exciting hour, and I'll tell you a little bit of behind the scenes. We have a contingency in this hour because we expect all 3 items to be sold out perhaps before the end of the actual show. So we're just going to go to some other wonderful electronics if they do. If you would like, with Microsoft Office, I have now 10 available in the silver, and I have fewer than 30 in the gray. So with Office is nearly sold out. Without Office, I have about 50 total between the two. If you're watching HSN for the very, very first time, please know you do not need to join a membership club. There are no fees, there's no finance, there's no application, there's no credit check, no social security number. If you've always wanted an Apple MacBook Pro, or your son has always wanted one, your daughter's going to university, your family has always dreamt of having a MacBook Pro, we're going to make it affordable by giving you flex pay opportunity. The Apple Store does not do that. You know, you can watch HSN every day, every week. We just don't do Apple products unless we can do it on flex pay. Bill just mentioned it, but I just want to reiterate because they are going very quickly. The Total Tech Premium is a 1-year hold your hand service, not literally, of course, that would be nice. This is a US-based 24/7 customer support line. If you need help, support in any way, shape or form with your Apple product, they are there for you. And Bill, as you said, lots of other goodies that we have specially curated because we know what a lot of folks want to get with it.
And that's just it. And the thing is, what we're really excited about, we've offered the Pro one other time because this is their newer, slimmer version. Just really quick, you can see that side by side. This is that silver, this is that dark gray, which is great. But one thing, you see Apple? We've never been able to do this before. This is Apple, this is Microsoft.
Yes.
We are including Microsoft Office for those that want it. Why? A lot of us were PC users, but we know we wanted to go to the Apple world. Yeah. But we're like, all my documents are in Excel, all my book reports and term papers have been in Word. Guess what? They now play well with each other, and now we are giving you the opportunity to upload that Office experience onto your MacBook Pro. One thing we haven't talked about yet, because yes, you're getting Apple, but I want you to know on the inside, you have Intel Core i processing. The 7th generation, what does that mean? It's efficient and fast. So I'm gonna close it down again, which is great, because great battery life on here. It's really lightweight and manageable. But you see how quickly that boots up? Do you know how efficient that is where you're like, oh, I forgot to pay that parking ticket, or I need to pay the utility bill before the lights go out. And the thing is, you're waiting for that hourglass. With this, it makes it so easy and efficient. And that's the peace of mind of what you're getting tonight. Because yes, you've heard of Apple and maybe it's been out of your price point. Or maybe you were an Apple user before, but it was the bigger, thicker, heavier one and you've always wanted to get the Pro. Because that's what happens. When people go Apple, Apple doesn't slow down.
No.
It keeps going and going. I was actually at a barbecue over the weekend. Someone had their desktop for 12 years. And the thing is, that's worth the investment.
Not disposable, Bill.
No, and that's just it. Sometimes you're like, oh, I've been, you know, in the PC world for 2-3 years. Probably have to start saving for the next one. With Apple, it's worth the investment. I want to take you into mine real quick, because this is where you really get to have fun with Apple and programming. So does that look familiar to everyone? Does that look like your tablet or smartphone? Right. That's Apple making it so user-friendly. And I want to really highlight, look at this. You have PowerPoint now. You can have Microsoft Outlook and Word and Excel, even OneNote up here, because we're giving you that opportunity to accessorize it with Office. I'm gonna swipe up and you can see all the different stuff I have up and running. Why is this important? It's because we're multitasking. We have 8 gigabytes of RAM. We have 128 gigabytes of the solid state drive, that SSD. And look at this fun photo. this photo, we just took it. And the crazy part about that photo, it normally would be stuck in my phone.
Sure.
And we've all been there where it's like, oh, we're gonna take that photo, and you're like, oh, geez, you take the photo, and then, geez. But then it just lives in your phone. How do you get it into the book report? How do you get it out in email and all that kind of stuff? This is where Apple plays well with other Apple devices if you are an Apple phone user or tablet user. I'm going to show you also the touchpad because it's just such a beautiful, seamless experience. So you have a nice larger touchpad which allows you to just easily swipe through. I mean, it's just smooth, which is what we all can appreciate because, you know, it's almost like a big, large touchscreen, yet you still have your right and left side. You have pinch and zoom, which is awesome, so you can really get in nice and close. You just swipe right up, and it takes you back to everything that you've been looking for. Another cool thing, since we're on the touchpad, oh, and by the way, you also have Siri on your MacBook Pro, which is great. We love Siri. Find my W9. It is tax season, by the way. Oh, I should probably stop talking to her. And the thing is, but I can have her find my W9 form. And the thing is, let's see. Find my W9. Siri's gonna be able to do the searching, find the documents, make things faster. What you can also use your touchpad is you can actually use this to actually draft out an email. Right. To actually do your signature if you'd like. I mean, it's the most user-friendly experience because at the end of the day, you have that Apple operating system. If we're going too fast because there's a lot to show you, I wanna remind you, you have that full year of tech support. You don't, it's not an additional purchase, it's included. And the other thing you have to know is he's holding that box, you get it here at HSN, Apple stands by your purchase 100%.
It is a thing of beauty, there is no doubt. And if you've always wanted one, now's your time to pounce. Flex pay, flex pay, flex pay. It has to be the singular reason why we are so busy tonight for our Apple MacBook Pro. I will stress that with Microsoft Office is nearly sold out. We have at this moment in time fewer than 20 total. You choose the silver or gray MacBook Pro, but we have fewer than 20 if you want it with Microsoft Office. Clearly, in terms of the price difference, it's minimal, and this will give you everything you need: Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft OneNote, and Microsoft Outlook. So all the things that you may have been used to using on your laptop PC, Windows PC, can now be accessible on your Apple product. And of course, you also get to benefit from all the wonderful Apple features. A couple of other housekeeping notes that I would want to know if I was you. This is a brand new product. It will be absolutely sealed, just as if you went to the Apple store. There is no difference whatsoever. When you order this, if you do not love it, and this is an important thing, and I'm going to disclaim, I may be incorrect in the statement I'm about to make. I think I'm pretty right. I believe with Apple, you have a 14-day return policy on a lot of the electronics and gadgets that they sell. I want to apologize if I'm wrong. I seem to remember it was 14 days. We give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if for whatever reason you do not love this, you can send it back within 30 days and get a full refund of your purchase price. So that's a wonderful extra benefit, in my humble opinion, if you're buying from HSN, because there's always a lot of intrigue and curiosity about Apple. Will you like Apple? What's all the buzz about? Do you want to try Apple? Well, you can try it risk-free. We have bundled together some of the most requested add-ons and extras, things that you would like. Ever resourceful producer Rick, a veteran of this network, has just found out that it is 14 days. I was right, Bill. Yep. I was right.
You're a smart man.
Thank you. I got one right. Yes. So if you go to the Apple website or you order something in the Apple store, they give you a 14-day no quibble money back guarantee. We will give you a 30-day money back guarantee. That counts for something. We give you all the extras, and don't forget, one of the big extras is that 1 year of premium technical support. That's a fabulous value.
And that's just it. I was in the PC world for a long time, and I've slowly migrated over to Apple, and I was worried because I had documents in both sides of the world, and would they play well with each other? You know, my main reason, I was doing my taxes, and it took forever to upload, and I was waiting for all those documents, and I was like, it shouldn't be like this. Right. And things when I went to Apple, it was faster and easier, and that's really what we want. If you're getting it for that student and they may have been in the PC world before, guess what? They have the option to use Office, and you know what? Even if you don't get it with the Office, Apple plays well with actually Office products, Office devices. And actually, looks like Siri found my W9. Thanks, Siri. Makes it so easy. And the things, I want to show you something different I've never been able to show before. So we're going to need the touchpad as well, but in my document, I can go up here to mark it up, and then it gives me all these options, and I have to sign it. I have to get it off to the tax guy. Click here to begin. Have you ever been able to do this with your touchpad? where literally, there's my signature, boom, and I can just, there you go. And what's that gonna allow me to do? I can hit done, and the thing is, now I can take my signature, and it'll just drop it right into my tax document. It could be the permission slip, it could be the form I have to get off to the doctor, but more importantly, that's the options and the intuitive nature of how Apple works.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, am I a computer engineer? Not at all. I just almost stopped. Did I graduate college? I did graduate college, but the funny thing is, online videos, Apple tech support, the tech support we're giving you, you're gonna learn a lot of different ways to make it work for yourself. We all take photos, which is great. Let's go back to our photos real quick. The photo that I took real quick before we started the show, there it is. The photo I took during the show, it's already backed up and saved, not in my phone, but in 128 gigabytes of a solid state hard drive with Intel processing. And that's really where you're gonna be computing faster and getting stuff done. I get an email over here, wanna check my email, see what's going on. It's like, oh, look, I have an Excel document. What am I gonna do? I'm on an Apple computer, it doesn't work. But because you have the ability to use Office, I can double click that and it's gonna open it up right away and work just as efficiently as we want it to work, because Apple now works well with Excel. So you have no fear about getting it tonight, because you can get it on FlexPay, because we give you that tech support. And one thing, I'm gonna try to zoom in on this so you can see how this works. So it's fully functioning. Like, I wanna change this number over here. It's not a PDF. I can change that number. I'm gonna make it large, so all of a sudden you'll see that pie graph is gonna go blue, because it works. And that's really the efficiency of what Apple is offering us, and Intel, and even Microsoft tonight.
We very rarely feature Apple products. So whenever we do Apple products, longtime HSN fans pounce to get the FlexPay, and brand new callers and customers tonight who are just channel surfing are obviously seeing this, looking at the Flex, seeing the bundle that we've put together, and obviously taking advantage of it as well. Now, when we sell out of the with Office, we'll be left with about 60 of the without Office. If you do buy it with, it gives you Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, and Outlook. So it's certainly a good opportunity.